Trust is one of those qualities that any relationship or any good relationship must have as its foundation. Without trust, you cannot really say that you're in relationship with anybody. Actually, even the Bible tells us that we need to trust God for us to be in relationship with Him. But let's talk about human trust, where we trust one another when it comes to human relationships. My name is Mwai, and thank you so much for tuning in even to this broadcast. So trust is one of those values, one of those qualities that is very, very difficult to build when two people come together and they build a relationship. It's difficult to build. And sometimes it can actually even take time, many, many years for you to actually really trust one another, for you to have the kind of relationship that you desire to have. But trust is also so easy to break. Difficult to build, yet so easy to break. Yet so many people find themselves breaking trust with one another, betraying one another, betraying somebody's confidence, betraying somebody's trust. Somebody trusted you, but you actually betrayed them. And as a result, relationships break, marriages break. Best friends sometimes can actually become bitter enemies. Why? Because they broke trust. I want to encourage you, and I want to give these words to you, that if you are in a relationship with people and you value those relationships, you need to safeguard those relationships by being a trustworthy person. Actually, being trustworthy is a fruit of the Holy Spirit. You need to cultivate an attitude. You need to cultivate a character of trustworthiness so that when people become vulnerable with you, when they share some things with you, when they express trust on you and they place their trust on you, that you do not violate that trust. Because once trust is broken, it takes a long time and a lot of work to rebuild it. Unfortunately, some relationships actually break permanently. There will be really no hope and very little hope for them to ever recover. Why? Because trust was actually broken. And I want to encourage you. So if, for instance, that maybe you have broken trust with somebody, and somebody has told you, you know what, I have forgiven you, but I don't trust you anymore. Here are a few things that you need to do. I think the first thing that you must do is that you must acknowledge that you messed up. You must acknowledge that, you know what, I messed it up. I betrayed this person. I did the wrong thing. They entrusted me with something that was so important to them, yet I actually messed up. It's important. If you're going to rebuild trust, you must acknowledge your role, that you were wrong. You did the wrong thing. You betrayed them. You did them wrong. You offended them. You must acknowledge that you're part in that mess. But then the second thing is that you must learn to apologize and say, I am sorry. Please forgive me. It is interesting that in the times that we live in, most people find it very difficult to even say sorry. I mean, I think the word sorry is the most least used words that you find, even in relationships. People find it difficult because they think that they're belittling themselves when they apologize. In fact, if you want to rebuild trust, you should be the first one to say, I am sorry. If you have wounded somebody, you have let somebody down, you must be willing to apologize to them. But then the third thing is that the burden of rebuilding trust is really on you. If that relationship is valuable to you, then you must put in the work, and genuinely so. You must put in the effort. You must prove yourself all over again. And it's not going to happen in a day. It's not going to happen in a month. It can take a long time. You must be patient. But if that relationship is important to you, you must be willing to put in the work. And you must be humble about it and stop, trying to rush the process, because it cannot be rushed. Do those three things, and probably that relationship may be redeemed. But most importantly is that you have redeemed yourself. If this message has helped you, has been informative, please feel free to share it with as many people as you desire. And may the Lord bless you.